is she? Where is she, John? What did you do with her, you piece of shit? Where is she? Where is my wife? Where is she, John?
Hello YouTube. So today I'll be getting into the Cyrax mall incident, which is one of the all-time greatest trolls in my opinion. It's so insane, it's all wild to me. It's hilarious. But I'll explain the context, show Chance's reaction, and actual live footage which was taken from a Discord call which he was in and showing his face during the incident. And this is going to be a great video. I'm going to have so much fun making this because the videos here, like you saw a little snippet in the beginning, they are great. Chance is freaking out, and you know, it's understandable. But if you haven't seen this story before and you don't know what's happening, I'll get straight into it and I'll explain it fully for you. So basically, in December of 2025, Cyrax was coerced to go to the local mall, Summit Mall, so he could meet his fake girlfriend at the time, called Cassandra. She obviously never showed up. However, this is where it gets really interesting. John, the guy you saw in the intro, told Cyrax that Cassandra was kidnapped, and it was his guys and like him who did it. And this obviously made Cyrax freak the fuck out and have an insane response. And I feel that's all the context you need to go into this video informed enough. And I'll pull up, as you can see, the video of Cyrax in a Discord call, which is so funny. The quality is awful. I will say shit quality, but that's not on me, and I hope you guys can still enjoy it either way.
Yes, we need to find her.
Yeah, I showed him.
She was kidnapped. We need to find her ASAP, boys.
Do you know where she might be?
They must have hacked. They must have hacked her her email or something. That's the only way they could have found out. They must have hacked her email or something.
And they had to have. They got her phone, obviously.
They definitely got her phone because whenever I called, a guy answered, then hung up.
We need to find her, guys.
So, did you get a hold? Did the mall say they was going to help you? Are they calling for a ride? Or
They're calling security.
they're calling the security? Okay.
So Chance, as you can see, fully believes that Cassandra was kidnapped, which is so insane. He's telling security, he's on this call panicking, like, where is she? Find her, boys, find her. And he's even like, they must have got a phone, He really believes this. He thinks he's in some like James Bond movie. He thinks he's like the main character, and it's so insane. Well, some would say he is the main character of this little weird story which is happening in his life, but it's so wild to me that he is going around in public just screaming that his girlfriend's been kidnapped, when I think anyone with a brain could see that it's been fake all along.
Phone's on 15%, dude. I ain't got much battery life left.
Oh.
Stay close to the security.
Stay close to. Well,
Always have an eye on me.
I'm down by the front door.
No, go back to the security desk.
Sounds like John. When you like zoom into the audio and like enhance it, it sounds like John, but I doubt it was him. It's probably someone.
It had to be one of his boys.
Chance, stay close to the security desk. Do not move away from there.
There is no security desk here.
Well, stay close to the security guard.
Stay where you got them.
I don't know if it's just me, but the people in this call are really fucking annoying. Just like the sound of their voice is so like grating to my fucking brain. But yeah, you can tell Chance is panicking. He is, his phone's on 15% because he's too stupid to charge it before leaving the house, because he doesn't leave his house very often. But it's so funny how much he's like shitting bricks.
Question: do you guys have a charger that can temporarily use?
They have in this circle.
Because I have no cord or nothing.
No, I don't. I tried.
So can you try to plug my? Do they have a cord for it?
How long is that coach stay in the back hall before he's put his desk? It's been there for years.
I didn't see it. I'll get it up right now.
Alright, thank you, man.
I know, I'm sorry.
Alright, so in this clip, listen very carefully because Chance is talking to security about Cassandra getting kidnapped. But the fucking idiots in this call are just speaking over him and just spewing nonsense. So, yeah, please, you have to really focus in on this.
Uber, so
How much was it?
like $20.
She went to West to get in the car. There was a guy named Johnson who was harassed her for the last week. She went to get in the car, and me and all my friends that are like my sister and family, we think that this guy could have kidnapped her, and right now I have no way back home at all. What's up, CIA? Hey, is there any way that somebody can give me a ride back home? Is there anybody that you know that can help? Is there like any police that could possibly come down and pick me up and take me back? I don't know. Oh, thank you. Hit or miss.
This is just hilarious because even though Chance believes his girlfriend's just been kidnapped, all he can care about is, can you please help me home? I can't get home. Can someone give me a lift home? I feel that's like so entitled of him to have to ask like a mall worker if they can just drop him at his house. Like, no chance. That's not how it actually works in like most situations because Sally isn't there. But I've actually looked, yeah. It's a 14-minute drive from Chance's house to Summit Mall. 1 hour on the train is about 3 hours walking, so like he will not be able to do that because he doesn't have the fucking like bone density to do it. But any other, fit adult could probably do that. Would it be fun? No. But he isn't stranded here. He could easily get home.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Because, again, I'm on the way to Florida myself, so I'm kind of tight on money, but I'll try.
She don't
And I spent almost $500, so I don't have.
Wherever I'm at.
Oh, I'm muted. Shit, I am muted. My bad. I didn't even see that.
Hey Matt, do you still have? Hey Matt, do you still have mom on your Facebook, brother?
I don't know. I'll check. What was her name? Chance.
Yeah.
What is her name?
Sally Ornson. Or Wilkins. WILKINS.
So basically, she didn't. So basically, she just didn't show up there because of what the fuck happened. Then, right?
Yeah.
So basically, it was something happened to her. It has nothing to do with you. Something happened to where she got intercepted somehow.
The people in the background of this fucking video genuinely have like a shared IQ of maybe like 20, if I'm being lenient, because what is, cursing my ears? This is like so awful to watch. But yeah, Cyraxx is trying to get anyone but himself to like, get him home. Cyraxx has no money. His phone's probably going to die. Probably because he's on a fucking video call for hours. That might kill your phone. And yeah, there's some cretins in this call. Like the woman, you can hear her saying she's heading to Florida, but she'll go to Akron and she'll get there in about 6 or like 8 hours, whatever it was, just to go and save Chance. It's like, what are you doing with your life? This is how you're spending it on a call with fucking Cyraxx. Because I don't think she's actually a buddy troll either. So she is doing this out of her own like pleasure and enjoyment, which is so weird.
God, I hope
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a way that I can charge my phone really quickly? Because I need to keep my phone on because there's an emergency going on and I need to get home. Yeah.
Explain the situation. It might be more
where I can charge my phone because I have no charger, nothing.
Imagine just trying to like enjoy your day at the mall, and this little fucker comes up to you and like begs for a charger, and then is gonna try and tell you that his girlfriend has been kidnapped. Like, what would you really think? You would think that there's some fucking insane people around where you live. I would question my entire life if this little fucker came up to me like that.
It's an emergency.
Look for McDonald's. I think McDonald's offer if there's a McDonald's in there, sometimes they offer free charging. Like they have like booths for it. See if you can find a McDonald's.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, I'm gonna go do some research, and I'm gonna call y'all back.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you. For real.
So it looks like Cyrax got a charger from like a random guy just as his phone died. So, you know, happy for the little goblin there, you know. But we're gonna get on to the video which Cyrax made after getting home from the mall, and this is generational. So the one I'm gonna show you right now is basically immediately after Chance got back from the mall. If you don't know, he was given some money by a police officer and then just got onto a bus. Like, yeah, it wasn't that difficult. He made it seem like a life or death situation. And then this is Chance on John John's panel, and you saw a little bit of this, and it's gold. It is absolute gold.
Where is she? Where is she, John? What did you do with her, you piece of shit? Where is she? Where is my wife? Where is she, John?
Just for the record, I have had to blur that out because if you don't know, that video is of Cassandra like kind of like tied up in like a closet meant to be like a spooky basement, and you can see Cyrax fully believes it, but YouTube will not allow that because it does look like if this was real, that would be really bad. But obviously, we know it's all fake, so it's fine. But the little man on the screen does not know it's all fake, so his reaction is gold.
Tell me where she is!
She's in the closet.
What closet?
My
Where?
closet.
Where?
Miami. Idiot. Duh.
I'm coming after you, bitch, and I'm coming after you!
This image on screen, which I took from the video, just shows Chance's reaction, you know, all in one. He is fucking terrified, which, you know, if it was real, he should be. It's an insane situation for this little goblin to think he's in. But oh my god, the reaction is outrageous. Where is she? Where is she? Sounds like fucking Batman, genuinely. That's all I was thinking. Christian Bale's Batman during that. Because I'm pretty sure he says the exact same lines. What a reaction. You can see him getting little angry Cyrax there. But in this next one, he's going to be all depressed and all sobby Cyrax.
These last 24 hours to 48 hours have been some of the worst of my life. And it was a massive wake-up call. At first, my Xbox gets destroyed, which was nothing. But these last 24 hours were a serious fucking wake-up call. Because 24 hours ago, the trolls tried to kill me. They tried to leave me stranded and tried to leave me for dead.
I've got a feeling I'm going to have to interject into this so much because what do you mean they left you for dead, Cyrax? You were at a mall, which is like a 15-minute drive from your house. It's not like they left you in like a desert in like a random tundra, yeah? You're at a mall in a civilized place with your phone, by the way, yeah? He's such a little bitch.
And it was nothing short of terrifying. You know, I know you're watching this, Cassandra. I know you're watching this. Because I know that you're with John and them. And I know now that you have always been working with them. And I just have one thing to ask. Why? Why'd you do it? Why'd you help them? Was it for money? Clout? What was the reason? You know, I was open and honest with you when we were together. I never lied to your face once. I was always honest with you. I was always open with you.
Just to be clear, Cyrax was not honest with her. He cheated on her many times, obviously with fake women. But I told you, we're really getting like a sobby fucking Cyrax. This man is, I guess, understandably heartbroken because he did think this was his fiance. But it's insane that it got something this extreme for him to realize it was fake, to where like he thinks he almost got killed, and then like, oh, now it's obvious she's a troll, when she literally sent him a big boy wheel, which destroyed his Xbox, like he said, and the person sending it, no, it wasn't her. It was the trolls intercepting a package from FedEx. That was who did it.
You know, I told you shit that I never even told my own family or even my closest friends that I've grown up with. When you choose to throw me away. You choose to play me like I didn't even fucking matter. You know, it's sad. All I ever asked from you was honesty. I asked for what I gave you, which was loyalty, openness, and honestness. All I asked was for you to be loyal, faithful, and honest to me. Just like I was with you the entire time. Not once did I ever cheat on you. Not once did I ever betray you. Not once did I ever leave your side. But yeah, you chose to do all of that to me. Do you not realize that what you did yesterday, Cassandra, could have gotten me killed? Helping them like you did, that could have gotten me killed. And it almost did get me killed.
God, I really can't believe he's like running this narrative that it all happened so that they could kill Cyrax. Like, no, it was a mastermind like troll. Yeah. The idea wasn't to hurt you or harm you in any way. It's your fault, Cyrax, that you went there with like 15% on your phone and no money. Because any other adult could have just bought an Uber, got a taxi, got like a train, a bus, but only to you was that life or death, which it wasn't, by the way. He's just making this shit up. But it's so insane.
If you guys don't know what happened, let me explain it to you. Yesterday, I was supposed to meet Cassandra at the mall. And we were supposed to come back here to celebrate New Year's. You know, she was going to drive up there and meet me up there. And we were going to drive back here. Well, when I got there, she wasn't there. And I was left stranded. No money. No ride back home. Phone was dead. And so I went to a kiosk to charge my phone. And at the time, I was told that Cassandra was kidnapped by one of John's guys. And let me tell you, when that happened, that terrified me. When I got the news, my stomach fucking sank. I was scared. I was terrified. No way home. And so I went looking for help.
Just to make it clear, when he says he was scared and terrified, he's on about the footage we literally saw earlier in this video of him just walking around the mall aimlessly, and just asking random people if you can charge his phone. And he did get a phone charger, like I'm certain. Like you could hear someone go like, "Oh yeah, yeah," and he was like, "Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much." But he is he's so dramatic. He's such a little bitch. He's making this seem like they dropped him off in like the middle of the desert, like I said, then just drove off. Like, no, you're in a big city. There's public transport. There's like so many ways you can get home. If it just wasn't for you being an absolute bum with no money and the inability to charge your phone.
That there was a little motel that I had stayed at when we first moved here to Ohio, right across the street from the Highland Square Mall, which is where I was at. So I went over there. I went to go over there. And I slid down this massive hill, lost my phone.
I need to hammer this point home so hard, yeah? There is no massive hill by the mall he was at. This sounds sad, but I have checked because this arc has been hilarious to me. When he says this massive hill, I looked for it, right? And I will pull up an image of the mall you can see on Google Maps. I will show you guys. There's no massive hill. There's none. He's either lying or he's like slightly skidded on like grass. It's so insane to me. He tries to make it sound like he's in some like mountain exhibition, you know, getting home in the wild. And no, I'll pull this image up right now. Okay, so I pulled up two maps, both from Google Maps. One, you can see the buildings, you know, you can obviously see there's no hill, but maybe you're thinking, you know, what if there's like a hidden hill we just can't see because it's, you know, it's a flat image. So I thought, okay, we'll get a map with contour lines as well. Now, if you don't know, contour lines just shows the terrain and shows, you know, the if any hills, if there's any dips, it shows it. And as you can see, there's no contour lines. This man is talking out his ass. I'm sorry, this is such a weird little rant to go on, but I've been, yeah, I don't know why I went into such detail on this, but I think it's just, it's proof that he lies about such a little shit because there is no hill. There is no like Mount Akron he's just slipped down. Maybe he slipped on like a bit of grass, like I said, but that's it.
And as I was going over there, I seen a police officer. And thankfully that cop helped me out. He gave me $5 to get back to the bus station so I can get home. And to that officer out there, that if you're watching this, sir, I don't know if you know who I am, but if you by some miracle see this, thank you for helping me. So I got on the bus. I got back to the station.
Also, funnily enough, there's a TikTok video of Cyrax on said bus, which is so funny because that's how known this little predator is. People know him, especially in Akron. He's like a little goblin. Like, this is a niche reference, but you know, if you're in the UK, you might understand it. He might be like the purple Aki, you know, purple Aki of Liverpool. Cyrax is the goblin of Akron. So, but I will actually pull up this video, or at least a photo from it, because you can see Cyrax in the classic fit on this bus. So here it is, you know, you can see him right by the front, by the bus driver. Slightly weird for me. I don't know anyone else who does that, you know, just take your seat. And I bet that bus driver was a little fucking creeped out. But yeah, you know, he did get a bus home, which is the obvious solution if you have no car.
But on my way back to the station, I met two of the most amazing people that I can never, ever thank enough. I met two people that were longtime fans that saw what happened, that saw what was going on, and began looking for me. They were making their way out to the Highland Square Mall to try to look for me. And I didn't know it. And the way I know this is I got on the bus and I sat down, and this woman approached me and asked me if I was the person that the trolls were talking about that was being homeless.
This just shows how stupid he is, because what do you mean? You've been out of the house for like 3 hours and you're calling yourself homeless? Like, what?
Because she wasn't very familiar with who I was, but she was familiar with the troll community. And she asked if I used to go by the name Cyrax. And I was like, yeah. And so she pulled up the name on YouTube and saw that it was me. Her husband just happened to be sitting a couple rows back. And so he came up and joined us. And I'm not going to say their names because I don't want their names out there like that. But to that couple that helped me get home, that kept an eye on me to make sure I get back home, I can't repay you guys enough.
Cyrax really makes him sound like a child here, where he's like, oh, they kept an eye on me and made sure I got home safe. This is a 35-year-old man, by the way. He obviously isn't, mentally 35, let's be so honest here. He's got something wrong with him. But it is kind of creepy where he's like, he acts like a child, and that's because of Sally, where she's just been mothering him his whole life. And he relies on other people entirely. If we ever do get a Cyrax homeless arc, he is fucked, genuinely. I can't say this enough. Unless he somehow goes with other family, which I don't think he's got much family left, I'll be honest, he's pissed them all off. But he is absolutely fucked. Say if Sally dies, or if they're somehow kicked out, he's done. He's absolutely done.
I can't thank you guys enough for helping me to get home to my family, to get home to my friends. Because when I was on my way back, I had no phone, no money. I was essentially left for dead. I was left to die in the freezing cold.
So, doing another fact check here, I pulled up the temperature from the time, which you might think is a little too nitty, picky, whatever the fucking phrase is, but I want to do it anyway. So, the degrees was 28 degrees Fahrenheit, which is cold. That is a -2 in Celsius for all, God's nation, the British. I'm kidding. But, obviously cold. You're going to want a jacket, but that is not cold enough for Cyrax to say he's going to die due to it. He's so fucking dramatic about all this entire situation, because at this point he doesn't even believe the kidnapping was real. He knows Cassandra's a troll, but he actually thinks he was sent there for him to die.
Thinking that my fiance was being kidnapped. Scrambling to get back home, I was scared. And anybody that knows me, like my little sister Mavis, and some of my closest friends in the world who know me know that I don't scare easily.
Obvious lie, by the way.
The lady's husband gave me something that I will always carry with me. Was passed down in his family from generation to generation. Which is this right here, which I will always carry with me at all times. This one was passed down in his family from his father to him and his father before.
There is no way that Cyrax actually believes that little Temu piece of jewellery is some family heirloom and it's been passed down for generations. And then he just decided to give it to Cyrax, you know, just because Cyrax deserves it so much. Like, obviously not. This is so much of a lie, either made by Cyrax or the guy who gave it. And by the way, I didn't say this before, but those people knew who Cyrax, holy shit, I'm almost a white Bowser, knew who Cyrax are, and they were just like, oh, are you him? And then like searched him up. It's so obvious, yeah. It's so fucking obvious they knew him.
From his grandfather, his great grandfather, to his father. This was passed down from generation to generation in his family. And he gave this to me because he said something to me that will always stick with me. He looked at me and said, you know, most people would not survive half the fucking shit that you've been through, Chance. The fact that you survived all these years and just faced death and stared it in the face and still stood strong in the face of death when you should have died in that freezing cold weather.
You know, Cyrax is describing the mall as some like horrendous place when these images is actually where he was at, yeah. He was nowhere near dying. I can't believe he's saying all this shit. It was not in the freezing cold. For most of it, he was inside a warm wall with security and so many people. So to say he stared death in the face is just outrageous. It's so fucking strange for him to lie like that. Because there's no way he believes him being in the mall is actually like a close experience to him dying. Like, what would he even die of, genuinely?
You survived. You are a fucking warrior. So he gave this to me as a show of my strength, of what I've been through. But yesterday was a serious fucking wake-up call. And to Cassandra, I hope that you know, that you realize what you almost fucking did. You almost had a dead body on your hands. And then you would have been responsible. Jason, you would have been responsible. William John Southern, you would have been responsible.
Alright, I'm no law expert, yeah. But I don't think that telling someone to go to a mall, which he does on, you know, his own free choice, yeah. He went there by himself. He could have said no. He went there, and then apparently because he could have somehow died at this mall, if he did, you know, somehow fucking died, which I don't even know how he would. I'm not going to get into that. That'll be on their hands because he doesn't know how to like keep himself alive basically in a very safe area, yeah. A mall, which is like a family mall, is not going to be somewhere where Cyrax should be struggling to stay alive. So this entire argument is just such bullshit.
When they say that God puts us through our trials and tribulations, and once in a lifetime, He puts you through a major test. Well, yesterday was my test. Yesterday was my test. It was the hardest test of my life. It was a test of my will to live. And I survived.
I'm sorry, but a test of your will to live is an insane way to describe what happened. Like, I get the whole, you know, girlfriend kidnapping, that was real, that'd be traumatizing, yeah. But being at a mall, being a test for how much you want to stay alive, is insane.
And I want to say thank you to my fan base. Because of that, because of you guys, that couple was able to find me and help get me home.
You hear that, guys? The Cyrax Nation is alive and well. Rock on, boys. You know, the fan base is so real. They're definitely not buddy trolls. It's definitely not people just trying to piss him off and get under his skin and not acting friendly for about, you know, a week and then we'll just betray him. You know, The fan base is there, it's real. Cyrax Nation, rock on, rock on.
Let's make 2026 my year of not only survival, but my year of success.
Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. That was a long one. We're at 35 minutes, but what a saga, what a video. It's one of the greatest parts of this entire like history of Cyrax and the trolling. It's really great, honestly. If you've enjoyed it, if you've enjoyed any bit of it, please, please do like and subscribe. It helps me out so much. We are insanely close to 1,000 subs, which is wild to me. And this channel has just grown so quickly. This community is great. All of you are amazing. Yeah, I see the comments. I see some of the hilarious things you guys put, and I couldn't be more thankful. So hopefully I'll see you in the next one.